all my best friends that I have today that I keep in contact, I met through Smash. And it was probably the happiest time of my life playing with my friends.
Can you angle his Hubby in this game?
Yeah, you can angle it pretty significantly.
Oh, wow. Why? I've got Mario, Kirby. You're
Walla Walla, Washington, known for its wine and onions. Something it's not so known for, though, is a small group called the Walla Walla Smash Bros. League.
I was kind of just looking for an outlet, I suppose, and some tournaments were occurring in Wazoo, and I wanted to go support and see what the competition was like. So that's kind of where it all started.
I wanted to find people in the world who had shared interests with me, and I thought I would find some kind of fulfillment and community from finding people who were really into this one video game that I was also into.
Mac and I had been playing for the longest time when I was trying to find an outlet of some sort, and I was just convinced that there was no way that we were the best players in Walla Walla.
When we started playing Smash with more people who we met more people with, someone was just like, we need to unite ourselves. We need to all be under like a banner of some sort. And so I don't remember who came up with the name, but it was just the Walla Walla Smash Bros. League.
We have some disposable income. We can start one of these tournament things that people are doing all across the country and see what sort of talent shows up. And some talent showed up.
I played it a lot as a kid, specifically with my cousin when I was about 12 years old. And we heard about something going on in Walla Walla. And we just decided to give it a try, see how it went, and we just had fun with it.
This was about back in high school. I made friends with a guy named Riley Gannon. We started playing in our basement. Then I realized there was a bigger community once Riley told me about some of the guys like Aggie and JPZ. And then I started going to tournaments at the Arcadian.
It was like on Main Street. It would seem like a good idea.
A little bit cramped as far as space goes.
It was hot. It was a good first venue. Powering things was very, very difficult.
It was a pretty cool place. Honestly, it was for a kid who's, 15, 16 years old, it was a good place to go after school and play video games. I had a lot of good memories there, especially with the Smash members.
Now that the tournaments finally had a venue, the Walla Walla Smash Bros. League would need a place to practice. Enter the Smash House.
The Smash House was kind of a nebulous term for wherever we ended up playing the most Smash. It kind of changed locations a few times.
I think the first edition of the Smash House was at Mac's house over in College Place. That was a really cool little thing.
We all brought our TVs, and we all would giggle around, memeing, talking about how stupid characters like, oh, Sheik stupid, or oh, Jigglypuff stupid, why do I suck? What's wrong with you?
It was a bachelor pad where you could go and you could just show up and play Smash for 8 hours straight and then just do it again the next day.
It was hectic, but it was really fun and it was a good atmosphere because, we grew closer because we were all stuffed into a little house with a bunch of TVs around. Made a lot of good friends there.
With the growing competitive appetites of the league, a bigger venue was needed, and that was at Black Wolf Gamers Club.
Black Wolf was the primary tournament that we ended up going to, of course, up in Spokane. Black Wolf, their monthly events were easily the highlight of the whole career, I suppose.
It was a monthly tournament, so we would train with this day in mind. We would drive 3 hours, play games for 7 hours, and then drive back 3 more hours. So there's a lot of pressure.
It was really cool to see a place like that, and the tournaments they ran there were pretty fun. I mean, there were ups and downs and a lot of drama stemmed from that place, but it was a cool place to be.
I got a few top 8s, never got any cash out of it, because they only paid out the top 3 or top 4 sometimes. Never did too well, but I always had a good time. That's all that matters.
On our bigger events like Black Wolf, I got some top 8s, but I never got a chance to win.
I was always number 2 at Black Wolf in PM. In Melee, I think I broke top 8 once.
Unfortunately, in April 2015, the arcade in Walla Walla went out of business.
That was a big hit to the early days of the Walla Walla Smash Bros. League, because that was our venue for 3 or 4 events that I think we had there. And it was very, very difficult to find another venue after that. We were just jumping from place to place.
It really isn't profitable to run tournaments. Like, I think I always lost money whenever I held a tournament, even if I won, because we always played for money, but it wasn't that much.
And just a few years later, Black Wolf Gamers Club also closed its doors.
That was the one of the final nails in the coffin, I think, for a sustainable Smash community here.
We had already suspected that it was going to close down because arcades just don't have a life unless there's something going on like every day. By the time it closed, everyone's interest was already waning because a lot of the other people in the community like wanted to do college. You know, life just kind of takes you in a different direction.
I have gotten to the point in my life where I had to prioritize certain things over others, and Smash just didn't make the cut.
Despite the end of the tournament scene, the community left behind still stands strong.
They come to the house fairly often enough. BKB's here right now, and we just get in some games where we can.
I got JPZ's number. I'm still in contact with Mello, Neb, Aggie. I've maintained those ties. This is a good group.
I got into speedrunning. I started speedrunning Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, and I ended up being 3rd in the world for one of the categories.
I'm the sous chef at the Marcus Whitman. I make food.
This spring, I'm headed off to University of Idaho to pursue a career in professional golf management.
I'm intending on going to college in the upcoming fall and getting a degree of some sort in computer science.
For the last year and a half, I have been working as a debug tester at Nintendo of America. I worked on all of the patches for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it has been wonderful.
If you're looking for a community, Smash just brings in so many different people.
Overall, I think it's probably the best way to make new friends.
I don't think there's a better representation of a game that brings people together and has as much variety as Smash.